Hi, everyone. My name is Maggie Cahill.
I'm Father Joe Carey, and we want to welcome you to
The
the
Cup
Cup
of
of
Joe.
Joe. Well, Maggie,
Well,
happy Easter.
happy Easter, FJ.
It's a great time of the year in the church and everything, and a great celebration.
That's right. He is risen.
He is absolutely risen, and that makes a difference in
Mhm.
all our lives. And for the next about 50 days, we continue this celebration
That's right.
in this octave of Easter. But I think that there's a richness in the scriptures that we hear in the next few weeks.
Let's talk
That,
about that a little bit.
yeah, I like to talk about one of the first ones we hear is the disciples on the road to Emmaus. Do you remember that
I
story?
do. Could you remind us all a little bit about the details?
These two guys who were disciples are downtrodden and grieving the death of Jesus. And as they're walking away from Jerusalem to go to Emmaus, they discover a stranger, and they begin talking and they share a meal. And it is in the breaking of the bread that the two disciples see, this is the Messiah. This is Jesus. This is our friend. He is risen. And that's the whole message of Easter. And so, I think that that's significant that we need to hear this story every year because it's so important in helping us to grow and develop our faith. So, how does it touch you when you hear this story? What stands out in this story for you?
Well, I think what stands out to me is that what you said at the very beginning when you said that they were grieving the loss of Jesus,
Uh-huh.
because I think it's easy to get caught up in the idea that, well, if God wants things to go a certain way, then they'll go that way. But like sometimes when something happens and we aren't expecting it, or it's really sad or disappointing, and it feels like God isn't there in that,
Right.
actually he is
He
right
is.
there, right next to us. And like I always think about what it would have been like for the disciples and the followers of Jesus when he was killed,
Mm-hmm.
because it seemed so great. God had finally sent his son. He finally sent the Messiah. Here he is. He's going to save us all. But then I'm sure that none of them probably thought that he would save them by being killed. Like, that doesn't make any sense to
Mm-hmm.
the average human mind, I don't think. And so it seems like, where is God in this? Like, how
Mm-hmm.
could God's plan have gone this way? Like,
Mm-hmm.
how could someone do something like this? But really, it was all part of God's plan, and God was able to redeem our mistakes as humans. And even though it seemed like all hope was lost, actually Jesus was there the whole time.
Mm-hmm. I think that it's so important to remember and imagine ourselves experiencing this. Imagining being there to see this crucifixion, and then the emptiness of the tomb, to imagine that, and then the amazing story. He's not there. And Mary Magdalene comes to say he's risen, and how important that is. But and that always we need to in our lives need to look for, where is God in what we're doing right now, and in our sharing our faith a little bit with the people watching this as they celebrate Easter too, is to just say, we invite you to ask that question: where is God in this for you?
Mm-hmm. And where has God been for you? Or where was God in Lent? And where do you hope to find him in Easter?
What a great insight, Maggie
It's all
Cahill.
inspired by you, Father Joe.
Okay, so, well, but by sharing this s- Easter story, we share love, and we want everyone out there to know we
We
love
love
you.
you.